Welcome everyone. Today finds us at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. They're trying to organize people as they get on the monorail. They have you stand on spots down at the bottom, and then they direct you one group at a time to either left or right hand side. It looks like we're still all getting on the same monorail. This is the Direct Express monorail. I believe this gold monorail is a resort monorail.
I find that really.
I notice a lot of the cast members now, because they have the mask, sometimes the shield, will use their fingers. They tell you what number row to get into. We are inside City Hall at Guest Relations, getting some special commemorative stamping done on my postcards. These are the postcards that are going out to my patrons, and I'll be mailing them here at Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom. You can see a great example of Pepper's ghost now that they have these shields. It's the same way they do it in Haunted Mansion, where you see people reflected in the glass, and it looks like ghostly images are behind the counter, or just in front of the counter. There is a commemorative stamp. Have to be careful I'm not showing somebody's address. This doesn't count for postage. It's just a cool thing that you can get here at Walt Disney World. Well, it's the craziest thing. I was going to mail these from Main Street, and they said they've removed all the mailboxes because of COVID, which I don't understand because you still have to pick up mail. Oh well, either way, regardless whether it makes sense to me, they don't have the mailboxes on Main Street. But it's all decked out for Halloween, and there you can see the new look of the castle. Pink and purple is what a lot of people are calling it. You'll notice we're not hearing the traditional Main Street music. They're playing Halloween music. Now I'm hearing a little bit of the Main Street music. Long line for photos, and you have to leave your mask on. I like the way they're dressed, but boy does it look hot. Those dancers are working hard. You see that they're sweating and glistening, and that's good that they're out there enjoying themselves, but I hope they get a cold drink when they're done. Look at this, hand-painted parasols. Very pretty. Wow, that Haunted Mansion line goes way, way, way back. 50 minutes right now. And once again, lines to get into the store. And this is a thing that I mentioned in the other video that just kind of makes Disney not so magical right now. There's really very little you can do if you want to step inside anywhere, even to go shopping without waiting in a relatively long line. And by the way, they are allowing Halloween costumes, so we'll be on the lookout for some of those as we walk around the park today. And along with these really long wait times, you also have to think most of the time you're standing in the hot sun while you're waiting. Here's 40 minutes just to get into Small World. And here's a line simply to buy popcorn. This goes back pretty far. And a lot of these places that absorb people, like the big souvenir store, are closed. And I suspect that adds to the congestion and all the long lines everywhere.
Face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth. And be worn to wash your hands often.
And of course the splash pads are all closed down.
When coughing and sneezing.
Fantasyland Station is now being used as part of the queue for Dumbo. And we talked about seeing some costumes. So right here is someone in a Snow White costume. And I'll keep pointing those out whenever I see them. I suspect one of the reasons that they are allowing a little more latitude to the costumes, since there's no meet and greets, no one's going to get confused and think that someone who arrives in a costume is an official meet and greet character. Not sure what this line is for, but maybe since it's alongside the mine train ride, that could be it. Bear in mind, this is just a weekday. This is a Tuesday that we're seeing these lines. And I think one of the good takeaways here is people want to get out, they want to visit the park. Even though they're not open completely, we can still come to the park, which they can't do in California. Let's step inside the Carousel of Progress because it's a short line and it's nice and cool. They have us standing on dots in order to keep us all apart. Here we go. Only every other row. So we follow it down. Here's where we are. Never sat this close. It'll be an experience.
The Carousel of Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. He loved it. He introduced the show at the World's Fair in New York City in 1964, and it was an immediate smash hit. It looks like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today. What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. And believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today. Phew, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century, over 20-some-odd years ago. You know that pilot fella, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-wing airplane all the way across the Atlantic. He's never going to make it. Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now, and we've got some amazing new wonders around the house to prove it. For instance, our refrigerator holds more food and ice cubes. Isn't it a pleasant holiday? Oh, turkey's in the oven, it's peaceful and quiet.
Yes! 300 points, my best score yet.
Well, it was peaceful until Santa brought that new virtual reality space pilot game.
Thank you for joining us on Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress.
When we went into the carousel, Buzz Lightyear was right here at the Galactic Gateway. Oh, look! Let's see if anyone comes and visits. Here we go. He's got a customer. He's got several. We're going to head over to Space Ranger Spin. It's a half-hour wait. Some of the hardest things to do is figure out where the line starts now. I think we found it. I heard some people thinking this is for laugh floor, but I don't think so. It really is confusing where the lines are because they stretch everywhere. You can see this line does go right up to the laugh floor here. So I could see how people could get confused. Matter of fact, it goes into the laugh floor building. And here we go. It's really kind of strange, isn't it? But it's nice to get a little bit of air conditioning. So I'm not complaining. It is cool in here. And until we get to the other side, we've got a lot of shade here. So people are coming from the other side and going into the building. I don't know how they're going to redirect us. They were just stopping it temporarily to change the trash. Here's where we get into the hot sun. We do get a little bit of shade here because they have the umbrellas. As you can see, the umbrella shade. There I am. And we're about to enter. Of course, there's still going to be a line. But we're inside now. Well, this is different. Look at this. He's not by the boarding station. All right, there's mine, $3.75. But look over here. I've been bested. It's 1:30, so we're going to head over to the Polynesian and the Tambu Lounge to get something cool and refreshing to drink and see what they have to eat. And this is a relaxation area where you can take off your masks. And that's kind of nice. And people have a place to sit and just take it easy and breathe. We didn't stop to take the masks off, but it's just a nice, cool, shaded area to walk. Kind of bypass everything else as you're heading out of Tomorrowland. And here comes another float. It looks like a lot of princesses. So we'll wait here for a moment until they arrive. Look at that little girl, eager anticipation. Isn't that cute? I made a quick stop at the glass flooring store, and although this area with the glass floor isn't open, there is someone working with glass up front. Looks like he's doing a Mickey with a Santa Claus hat. I heard the music and I just happened to catch that at the tail end. I thought that was a pretty clever way for the characters to get off Main Street. They just disembarked that cart and off they walked. Here's how they're separating. They have this big vinyl barrier and they're putting only one party in every seat. And since there weren't a lot of people waiting, they're putting one party in each section. So it's pretty nice having all of this space when you're traveling. It's a start, right? It's getting people off and out. Thanks for joining me from Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. As always, I encourage you to like and share the videos. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, please click my face in the corner to subscribe. And don't forget to ring the bell icon. That way you'll know when I post new videos.